Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed concern about the potential dangers of losing unity as the conflict with Russia surpasses 1,000 days. Fox News chief foreign correspondent Trey Yingst interviewed Zelensky for an episode of Special Report that aired on Tuesday. Yingst asked Zelensky about the state of the war and how it might be ended after 1,000 days of conflict. Zelensky reflected that while the initial phase of the war was the most challenging, progress now relies heavily on maintaining unity against Russia. He stated,
"Very difficult period. Really, sometimes we compare, is it the most difficulties or not? I think the most difficult was the first days of the war, because we've been, circle of Russian troops was around the capital, and mostly Ukraine was occupied. Not all our country, but everybody didn't know what will be. Yes, I think that was the most difficult period. But now, this period, this moment depends, I think, on our unity in Ukraine.
Zelensky emphasized,
and I think that what is very dangerous if we will lose unity in Europe, and what is most important, unity between Ukraine and the United States.
He advocated diplomacy as the only viable means of ending the war, but expressed reservations about including Russian President Vladimir Putin in discussions. Yingst asked Zelensky whether Putin holds the key to ending the war. Zelensky acknowledged that Putin had a significant influence on the resolution of the conflict. The Ukrainian president added,
"Intelligence of Western leaders, they had contact on the level of intelligence during this war with Russian side. They had a lot. Europe, United States, everybody they had. But it was not, against the political isolation of Putin. It was on the level of intelligence. Why? Because you have not recognized Putin as the president."
He noted that the U.S. president has the authority to influence energy prices, which could affect Awikina's position. Zelensky referenced media reports suggesting that President-elect Trump is considering measures to lower energy prices, which he deemed necessary. Yingst then inquired whether Zelensky was hopeful that Trump could influence Putin to end the war.
Are you hopeful that President-elect Trump will be able to influence Putin to end the war?
Zelensky responded,
"It will be not simple. But I think if to use all the issues what United States has, yes, he can, because he is much more stronger than Putin. He's stronger. United States stronger. Economy stronger. Money, big money. United States has very big influence."
He highlighted that the United States is significantly stronger than Russia in terms of its economy and global influence. Yingst also raised the issue of potential U.S. defense funding cuts for Ukraine.
I want to ask you about some comments you made regarding possible negotiations last week. You said the U.S. can't force you to sit at the negotiating table. What if the U.S. government cuts military funding to Ukraine?
Zelensky warned that a reduction in U.S. military support could jeopardize Ukraine's ability to prevail in the conflict.
If they will cut, I think we will lose. Of course, anyway, we will stay, we will fight. We have our production, but it's not enough to prevail, and I think it's not enough to survive.
Zelensky stated that Ukraine would adapt to any decision made by the United States regarding its support.
But that will be, if such choice will be American choice, so we will decide what we will have to do.